Opening the second day of the Asian Financial Forum in Hong Kong, Eddie Fong, the chairman of the Securities and Futures Commission of Hong Kong, chaired that one. Also chairing a debate was Jing Aldrich of JP Morgan. That was really all about investment in natural resources.
Our fortunes are also dependent on the developments in other parts of the world. The financial system is now on the mend and economies are recovering.
Maybe what you can call the holy grail of all regulatory activity that is market-oriented is we have to try to achieve resolvability, i.e. an orderly exit of the market of a failing institution.
The new framework is a significant improvement that will have the desired effects on restoring resilience of the banking system, and longer transition period is also considered appropriate.
Now the question everyone has in mind is really whether the love affair with natural resources, with commodities will continue in 2011.
Mining company for big bulk materials like iron ore, like coal, you are not only a mining company, you have to be a mining and a logistic company.
China will definitely benefit from cooperation with a sustainable producer which takes advantage from low-cost green and renewable sources of power, proprietary in-house technology, internal EPCM division, the best proximity to Chinese consumers, and sales platform in China.
Central Asia is the major potential supplier of gas into China, certainly in my opinion. This will encourage the development of China's economy in a less polluting way and obviously have a significant benefit to the economies in Central Asia.
Kazakhstan has a huge potential since it's a vast territory for development of alternative power. The wind potential we have is about 920 billion kilowatts. Hydropower potential about 8 billion kilowatts, and the potential for solar energy is about 15 billion kilowatts.
Hong Kong's financial institutions have launched many RMB-related products, such as funds and also RMB-denominated insurance and so on and so forth.
For RMB-denominated stocks, to Hong Kong people, it is still a rather new product. So stakeholders should be cautious. They must do all the proper risk management work.
For RMB to go out, RMB must also be allowed to come in. You cannot have one-way traffic for RMB.
Only if we speed up the liquidity of such products will our enterprises be able to make contributions to Hong Kong's renminbi offshore platform.
Realigned currencies in a non-aligned world. That was the subject that opened the second session of the Asian Financial Forum second day, and it featured Robert Mundell, Nobel laureate in economics.
The arguments that were previously made and are still being made for a very substantial appreciation of the RMB are just a no-no for China. It just would be devastating, the worst possible thing for China. But I do think what China can do is to bring about a correction of its better alignment of its imbalances, trade imbalances. And the way to do that, I think the obvious, most important way to do that, and better for the Chinese economy, would be to raise the proportion of consumption in the Chinese economy.
As the chairman of the Hong Kong-Taiwan Business Cooperation Committee, I believe that the Taiwan business will use Hong Kong as an offshore center for the RMB settlement. I don't see a second one coming. The offshore center of RMB would most definitely be Hong Kong.
If you had the opportunity to discuss with senior officials how accelerating
the use of renminbi abroad will help China make these structural changes. What kind of comments would you make?
And the good thing about investing in China is you don't really have to guess what the Chinese government is encouraging or not encouraging. All you need is take out the 5-year plan and invest in those sectors.
From the perspective of internationalization of RMB, it's not a matter of currency, it's really an issue of the Chinese economy. It's about the Chinese politics, about Chinese society. It will go with the China economy for many years. The economy will be the driver to drive the country to go global. We have a very high savings rate, we have a very high pressure for inflation. So if we can globalize the RMB, one of the benefits would to reduce the pressure for inflation in the domestic market.